Cheers to you, Bloodstock! The best festival on this fucking planet! That's because we're all fucking die hard! Demons, warriors, forever be my slave.
Patronite.pl / Televizornia. Zostań naszym patronem już dziś.
Hello everyone, we are today in a club in the elimination to Bloodstock Festival. With us is Tony from Venom Inc. Yeah?
Hey, how are you? Nice
hello everyone.
Yeah, hello, welcome.
And I want to ask you, how do you remember the Bloodstock final in Horsroof last year? And especially Smoke Right's performance? Do you remember that?
I mean, I went to Bloodstock. Of course, I go to Bloodstock, but I went to support them on the new Bloodstock, and they did an amazing job. You know, but the final was incredible. But you know, I think Marcin and the whole Polish scene, it is so amazing. And we've done 2 of these qualifying shows so far this year, and it's the hardest thing in the world is to pick a band. Because, you know, there's such amazing talent in Poland and such a great thirst for the music that you have to pick one band. It's like, I would take everybody. But yeah,
this will be my next question.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I mean, amazing. The final last year was just so incredible, and the year before. And I think it's something amazing that Bloodstock's doing to do this across the planet. But to give Polish bands, young bands, and more established bands just an opportunity to go to a major festival in the UK and play to 20,000 people. You know, 20,000 people. You know, it's like...
Amazing,
and flying a flag for Poland. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
Okay. Thank you. And maybe you have a special band you like in Poland? So special?
Yeah,
only one.
Well, one is impossible.
Impossible, yeah.
One is impossible, you know. And I'm hoping that the newer bands, I mean, you know, of course, Behemoth I'm friends with, Invader, Wolf Spider, you know, we go way back to 1988. Okay. So, you know, lots of amazing bands, Smoke Whites, of course, and Saviors before that. And so, yeah, there's lots of great bands in Poland that I'm friends with, but what's exciting is now I'm seeing new Polish bands.
I want to ask you about new Polish bands, about maybe you could have an opportunity to play like Venom with some bands of Poland.
No, I mean that's the other part of it. If I can take, like yesterday, the bands that didn't win, I got all their contacts because I can take them out. I can take them somewhere. And you know, when we travel as Venom, particularly for me, I like to take bands that
no one knows.
No one knows, because I can. And I think when I was starting out, if a good band had done that for me, how amazing it would be. And that's why I'm here. You know, because without the fans, there is nothing. There's no industry without fans, so the fans are driving it. But they inspire these young people to do the music. So if all I can do in my age now is to give back, that's what I'm doing.
Excellent job to support new bands from Europe.
It's important. It's important. You know, and I travel all over the planet and see amazing bands in South America and Japan and Australia and obviously Poland. So to be part of this metal to the masses is really, really important. And to fly the flag for Poland, the country which I've been coming to since the Cold War, and I've watched it explode into this multicolour fireworks of wonderful Polish food and music, and it's inspirational, and I want the world to see that, so that's why I'm here.
Super. How did you let Lemmy from Motörhead? The best concert you remember?
Oh my God, all of them.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them. I was just telling someone they said it might get loud in here tonight, and I said, yeah, when Motörhead did the Overkill tour, I was in the venue first. I ran straight down to stage and I put my head on the bass bin, and Lemmy was standing
And
right
listen
there.
like Lemmy
Oh my
play on
God.
bass.
And it was like, for 2 weeks I couldn't hear people go, Tony, I'd be like, what? It was like, "Eeeh," but it was amazingly worth it. And I could smell his feet. He was right there. I was like, wow, he should change his socks. But it was Lemmy, you know, and that inspired me. You know, in 1978, I went to see a punk band who were playing with another band I never heard of. And I went backstage and I was drinking beer, I was just a young guy, and they said, Tony, you should go see this band. And I said, yeah, I don't know who they are. And they went, yeah, well, they kind of got long hair. I was like, fucking hippies, no way, I don't want to. And they went, yeah, but they're kind of crazy, you'd like them. So I pushed all the way through, and the lights went out, and I heard this sound, and then boom, there was Lemmy and Phil and Eddie, and I walked out thinking, what the fuck just happened to me? And I just loved him from that moment. And I met him lots of times. Sometimes he was difficult, but he was just an amazing person. So generous, big heart, and it was all about the fans. And that's what he taught me, you know. And before he died, I saw him in Milan. And I don't normally go to shows because that's what I do for a living. And I don't go backstage because I know, you know, they're tired and it's hard touring. And he was sick. And the owner of the fan club said, you should go see him. And I said, no, I don't want to bother him. And he said, yeah, but if you don't see him again. And I was like, oh, shit. So I went backstage and I said, you know, you don't have to do this anymore. And he said, but this is who I am. This is what I do. And I was like, yeah, I can relate to that. I said, well, if you gave me any advice, what would be your advice? And he said, always be real and always be good to your fans. And that's it. Forget money, forget fame. It's the music and the fans, that's your connection. And that's why you do it. That's why you sacrifice to do it. That's why you got to love it. Like any art, you do it because you love it. Not because you're going to get famous, not because you're going to get rich. You do it because you love it. And that's the key.
It's same as Televizornia. We gotta love it. That
you love
do
it, yeah. You love it. I mean, we all want to do a job that we love and get paid $1 million for it and be popular, but sometimes you don't. So people say, well, why do you do it? And you do it because you love it. You love it. But you have to love it. You have to love it because it is a sacrifice.
Leave me in hell! Midnight 666 Swarming bestial size. My fire is screaming in pain. Father, Lord's hell's on me.
Which song from the Venom album, such as Black Metal on Welcome to Hell, you enjoy playing the best on the concert?
Impossible. That's an impossible question. You know, obviously my association with Venom goes back to the beginning and before they recorded anything. And we all lived in the same place. We all knew each other. I had my band and they had their band. And I saw them like playing to like 20 people in a club like this, you know. And with Clive, who was the original singer, Jesus Christ. And they were messy. They were loud. It was like, what the fuck? What's going on? But there was something about it I'd never heard before. And I loved it. And, you know.
This crowd.
Yeah. And you think of the songs, you know, I mean, usually a band puts an album out and there's like this song, like everybody knows Overkill. But what about the other songs on that album? If you're not Motörhead, probably you know that song. With Venom, every single song is special in its own right. And so, you know, I'm going to play on the Dragon tonight, their favourite song, but everybody has a favourite. But I think for me, the song that opens Welcome to Hell, Sons of Satan, is a song I do every show, and I dedicate it to the fans. You know, it says sons, but it means all of us. And it's because we are not we're not society, we're the other side of society. You know, punk and metal music, extreme metal music, you know, is something that we don't conform. It's made up of individuals, and no government or religious sect wants individuals, because they want you to just go, you know,
Be the same.
do your job, and here's a couple of pounds or zlotys or euros, and just be happy.
Be like a machine, yeah.
Be like a machine, yeah, because it's easy. You don't ask any questions. If they change the rules, you don't worry about it. You just keep doing it. Whereas with this kind of music, it's made up of people who do ask questions. Why are you saying that? Why do I have to do this? What the fuck is that about? And we're rebellious, and the music is rebellious. So when we do Sons of Satan, when I hear Sons of Satan, the way it opens the album, there's no 4 count, there's no orchestral beginning, it just goes, yeah! And it's like, wow, from that moment, you're just hooked. It's like, oh, what is happening? It's like being in a car and someone going, I'll take you to the store, and they put the top down and it's raining, and then they don't just start, they go like 1,000 miles an hour straight away. You're like,
2 seconds and you're in the house.
You're there. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it represents. But it represents who we are as a community, the brotherhood, the sisterhood across the world. You know, if I go to, say, Costa Rica, there's a guy or a girl, young person who lives in a town who listens to Satyricon or Mayhem, and nobody else understands them. Because they're like, what's that shit you're listening to? And they feel that they're alone. And I said, yeah, you are alone. You're alone. Except if you went to Vakken. Then there's 500,000 alone people all together. Yeah. They're your people. They're your people, yeah. So I said, go online and find a forum, find your people. They're all there. They all feel the same as you. They're individuals. Don't conform yourself to please somebody else. Stay who you are. If you believe in it, then stay with it. And that's what that song and that album represents. Welcome to hell. We're here. Welcome. Enjoy it and take what you want from it. That's the point.
Wonderful. Maybe something about Metallica? Maybe your best album? I don't know.
Well, you know, that's difficult again because, of course, you know, Master of Puppets, yeah, they are difficult questions. You know, you can never pick kind of favorites. I mean, obviously, Ride the Lightning was, you know, most people would pick Master of Puppets, but for me, Ride the Lightning was like, wow, the next step. But I have to go back to the original album, you know, because that first Metallica album, you know, I was in a studio in Newcastle, and we'd just done a demo, a couple of songs, and this guy came in, said, hi, my name's Sam Cress. I was like, oh, nice to meet you. And he said, what's that you're playing? I said, oh, just some demos we've been doing. Could I get a copy? I was like, yeah, sure. So I ran a tape cassette. Tape.
Yeah, I remember this.
Like tapes, yeah. You can't get tapes on Spotify or iTunes, but there was actually a physical cassette. So I ran off a tape, gave it to him, and he said, oh, I'm promoting a band, so you can have their tape. And he gave me No Life to Leather, which was the first Metallica demo.
No.
And I took it home. I thought, oh yeah, okay, put it on. And then I heard it and I thought, what the fuck, that's far too fast. Nobody's gonna like that. Yeah, Metallica. Yeah, then it was like 1980. And it was like, what the fuck's going on? It sounded crazy. But then, you know, James came out on my birthday when we played in San Francisco. You know, Mantis went to see them at the arena in Newcastle. And it was like yesterday, we all grew up together. So it's like, they're still the same people. Yeah, we're all grey and we're a bit old and a bit wrinkly, and they were really successful and we weren't so, and they're rich but we aren't. But when we come together, it's like you're seeing your best friend from school. You go, oh my God, how are you? And that's the energy.
Yes,
and
connection.
Yeah, you never lose that. You know, people go, what? The music keeps you young. It absolutely does. Because we look like this, but inside I'm 16. I'm 16 going, I want to eat everything and speak to everybody and run around, and it's the music keeps us alive. And it's the same for them. The same for Slayer. You know, Kerry is still a huge fan of music. Tom still has that, oh my God, there's, you know, and to see, you know, I once went to a festival and Tommy Aldridge, who's an amazing old school player, you know, played with everybody, was walking across, and I was talking to Lips from Anvil, and Lips went, oh my God, it's Tommy Aldridge. And I went, what? And before I could say anything, he ran across. It was like, oh my God, Tommy. And I was like, wow, but this, and they were playing the same festival. So we never lose that.
And
oh shit, it's you. Yeah. And I love that. We played, I think it was Alcatraz, and we opened with Rip Ride, which they'd never played. We'd never played Rip Ride from what we're sitting. And Peter from Vader said, if you ever play Genocide, and then Adam from Behemoth said, Rip Ride is my favourite song. Now, Behemoth were playing the festival the day after, but he came a day early because he knew we were going to open with Rip Ride, and he stood at the side of the stage with his TikTok going, oh my God, they're playing Rip Ride.
Concert, yeah.
And you know, they're amazing artists with amazing fans. They play this huge show, but they're still fans of the music. So you never lose that. You never lose it. Yeah. Wonderful.
Wonderful, yeah. Wonderful speech.
Thank you so much. I'll be here all week. I'm so sorry I talk too much, but that's because
oh no, it's necessary to talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Black metal. Black metal. Black metal. Black metal. Rain on your soul. Metal tenfold. Riding a stallion. Take a chance with the road again. Come like a night with us. You're gonna fight. United by legions we stand.
Maybe you can tell us something about Madness and Abaddon. You are best friends or like brothers in a band?
Yes, well, definitely Mantis is my brother. You know, yeah, I mean, we're just brothers. It's as simple as that, you know. And we love creating music together. And, you know, I think Kronos and Mantis in particular, Abaddon too, but Kronos and Mantis, they had some kind of chemistry together. And me and Mantis have that.
The same chemistry.
But we have the same chemistry. You know when you have like a best friend, and you just want to tell them everything, and they tell you everything, and you don't know why. You don't need to share, but anything happens to you, you have to call them. You have to be with them because they just get you, and it's that kind of thing we share. And Tony Abaddon, of course, is just such a huge character. So friendly, so open, so humble. You know, he never truly believed in himself, I think. Yeah, it's strange to say. As far as his drumming goes, not the best drummer in the world. Nobody would say he was, but it was right for Venom. It was chaos, and Venom was chaos. And now it's a bit different because the recording and production, so everybody wants to be clinical and tight.
Yeah,
and so
that clinical music, yes, it loses this energy and this.
It loses,
this chaos,
yes.
You say.
I mean, I used to go and see punk bands, or you know, Angelic Upstarts or Stiff Little Fingers or the Rich Kids, and you know, I'd go and I wasn't. If the guitarist didn't play the solo properly, I didn't give a shit. It was like I was just I was in the moment, you know. I wasn't on my phone. I was at the show. The more crazy it was, the better it was, and that's what Venom had, that spirit. And I think they carried it very well. And there were three huge characters, but they have issues with each other, and I tried not to have issues with them. And I've been dragged in and dragged out of the issues, and I tried to say, listen, even with Conrad, with Kronos, you know, it's like, listen, you're still doing it. You'll never not be Kronos. It doesn't matter what happened. The planet could blow up. We could all move to Mars. You'll still be Kronos who did those albums. So just love the fans that love your music. Support the fans. Be grateful at the fans. You know, you don't have to be a dick. It's easy to be a dick, but it's easier not to be a dick. And it's like, the fans are the reason you're here. They invested in you. They bought your music. They want to buy your shirt. They want to come and see you. So when you sit in your Lamborghini with a big cigar, they paid for that. Their money paid for that. So if they want to take a photograph, take a fucking photograph. Yeah. If they want you to sign something, just sign it.
You are the same people.
Yeah, you're the same people. Without them, you don't mean anything. So it's like coming together. But they have issues with each other. They have had issues with me over the years, but I try not to have any issues. You know, I love them all. For me, Venom, from the beginning to the end, is one family. but that involves the fans. The Legions are the family. So I don't care which Venom you like. I don't care which Venom song you like. I don't care which Venom album you like. I just want you to like Venom. Wherever you come in, just like it because it means something. It means something.
Okay, maybe you have some plans for the singles, your own single or your.
Well, I think we did Arvia with Abaddon and Mantis and myself, an album, but it then took us about 5 or 6 years to do another one. A lot had happened, and we basically focused on touring live shows. But then last year we put out There's Only Black, but we wrote 2 albums worth of songs, and that album was quite special, very different to earlier stuff because Mantis had a heart attack and died. And they saved his life, so it gave us a different perspective because we tend to forget that we're actually old now. I still think we're not old, but we actually are. So he pushed the envelope too much. He died of a heart attack. Fortunately, we saved him. So that album means a lot. But we have another one lined up, and I have 2 live albums going to go out. One from the black metal anniversary shows we did, and 1 Venom Inc. Live. So yeah, lots of new stuff coming. And we're coming on tour to Europe, I hope to Poland again. Oh yeah. Because I've only drank half the cherry vodka that's available in Poland. I need to drink the other half. In November, so yeah, it'll be exciting. So when we do come, I hope to see you all there.
Yeah, I think all fans of Televizornia will be on this concert.
It's for you, it's for you.
Yeah. Okay, with us was Tommy, Demolition Tommy from Venom Inc.
Yes.
And bye everyone.
Thank you so much.
See you on the concert.
Support these guys, support music, and keep it alive. And when you go to a concert, don't take your phone. Just be at the concert and experience it, and you'll love it. You'll love it. So be good.
Bye.